Yeah, maybe I feel like left heart and chakras. I feel catches
Your hand.
on left hand.
Yeah, on the hand. Okay. So, as part of the workshop, one of the things which we do in our workshop is I'll just show you. If you're feeling heart, sometimes it could be one of the workshops we do is I discovered after doing the workshops for many years that if you're feeling here on the left hand, it's the grandmother.
Okay.
So sometimes the grandmothers pass away and still hang around because they're worried that their children are not being looked after. So,
Mm-hmm.
as part of the workshop, we say a mantra. If the grandparents are still alive, I'll just say the mantra, then you can try it yourself. So, if the grandparents are still alive, uh, so if
No,
it's the grandmother, you
I'm
say,
too old. I'm
no,
grandmother
I know,
myself.
not you. I'm just saying. I'll just say the two sides of the mantra, and then
Okay.
you'll understand what I'm saying. So if your grandparents are still alive, for example, grandmother, you say, "I'm all right." Shrimashi's. You say, "Mother, you are my grandmother. I'm all right. Shrimashi's looking after me." Okay, it's just a mantra. If they've passed away and they're still hanging around, then you say, "Mother, you are my grandmother. I'm all right. Shumashi's looking after me. Please take your birth again." So that's two parts of the mantra, depending if the person is still alive or not. So what we've done in the workshop, we've expanded it so you can use it for any relative. So if you've got any relative who is giving you trouble or is affecting your subtle system, you can go up up the line. So you can do auntie, brother, sister, cousin, this, any of those with the same two parts of the mantra. So some people have some relatives who bother them, and if you say the mantra like that, now the only reason I know is because one day a Sadhyogi said to me, I had to go to see Srimashi about something, and I mentioned to her that there was a Sadhyogi, and he introduced his parents to marijuana, and then he stopped taking marijuana. Uh, but when he came to Sadhyoga, but his parents continued. So that effect of the marijuana was still affecting him. So I mentioned this to Srimashi, and she said to me, "Tell him to say, 'Mother, you are my mother.'" So we've been using that mantra for, you know, 20, 30 years, and it's very effective. So,
Fergie, would you mind just saying it again? Would you mind? Because I just was trying to jot it down.
Okay, I'll just say a bit slower. So
thank you.
When we're doing our workshop,
yeah,
if we're working on somebody and this part of the hand starts catching, we don't say to ourselves, "It is left heart, the mother." Because this part here is like, could be part of the mother. So this is like grandmother, but we've discovered any relative can be also helped by saying the same mantra. So, but if it's grandfather, I've only had in all these years, I think maybe two. Normally, grandfathers don't hang around on forced trouble.
No, see, it's that maternal.
So that grandfather would be on this part of the right hand.
Yes.
But many, many times over the years, the grandmother, because they're worried about their children, either hang around, but if they're alive and you don't get on with them, they can be affecting you.
Yeah.
So by saying that mantra, it seems to neutralize the effect.
And the mantra was?
Mother, you are my mother.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a second. Mother, you are my mother. Uh, and also you can say there's two parts. Mother, you are my mother.
Yes.
Shumashri, you are my mother. Shumashri is looking after me. So what you're doing, you're informing your relative
Yeah.
that Shumashri is now taking over the role.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But it's not being disrespectful, because some people think, oh, you know, how can Shumashri be my grandmother? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So you're doing the negative energy, which is like hanging around because they're worried. They're not like evil. They're just overly concerned. So by you reassuring them and saying, Mother, you are my mother. Shumashri is looking after me. Please take your birth again if they passed away. If they're alive, you just say, Shumashri is looking after me.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
Sorry, Fergie. Before you also said, Mother, you are my grandmother, if it's the case of it being a grandmother.
Yes. So you can say, grandmother, mother, you're my grandmother, you are my auntie, uncle, brother, sister, any relative who's giving you trouble. You say that mantra and it works every time.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
And it's not something you have to say all the time.
No. No.
And then they get the message. They just don't hang around because they feel reassured that they don't have to hang around. Because Shumashri is now doing the role of the grandmother, the mother, the cousin, auntie. You know, you can go down the whole line if you want to.